We're back here at 11 Tealway in the heart of River Oaks, part of our video series to show you every phase of the construction as we build this beautiful 7,000 square foot house. We're here standing on the bottom ground floor level. As you can see, the height of our steel beams is truly tremendous and shows you the structural integrity of this build. My name is Spencer Huck with Huck Development, and I'm here with Trey Brooks from Brooks Construction. We're excited to tell you more about it. Trey, tell us more about the steel.
Yeah, sure thing. It's been an exciting phase because we're working with steel members that they're not seen in residential. I mean, all of our main steel columns, they're 12 by 12 and ½ inch thick steel that's supporting this. Beyond that, our substructure that actually supports your floor, it's not just all wood. It actually has steel running across that as well, that then has wood cladded into it, making it a structure that most have called over-engineered. It's been compared to stadium construction, but ultimately I don't like the term over-engineered. I want to stick with engineered right.
Very true. And so the height-wise, as you can see behind us, right there is going to be our first floor level. We're going to be an additional about 15 feet on top of that after the first floor. Level. And the unique part is we really engineered it in the front to not feel that it's so high up. So the way that our stairs lay out, we have no more than 3 steps. The way that we have the dirt progressing up, it really feels like from the front, you know, a very beautiful house and grand house. And in the back, you have this tree-like feel overlooking the trees.
Yeah, building on that, on our prior video series, we talked about the concrete and the retaining wall. And that was really the purpose of that retaining wall, was to allow us to, for lack of a better term, bring dirt, retain the dirt in front of it. So when you're looking at it from the street, when you're walking into it, when you're pulling up in your car and walking into your home, you're not climbing a flight of 12 steps like you commonly see in this area. We've been able to manipulate the dirt to where we're actually only about 7 feet, which Spencer was talking about. There's some nice concrete pads going up to it. But then you look on the backside and we've got upwards of 22 feet of elevation, just overlooking this beautiful greenery. Something the likes that I don't think you really find in inner city Houston, let alone in River Oaks, just giving it such a unique opportunity.
We're at a very exciting phase in construction to have our first floor, subfloor finished.
It's an exciting stage to get to this point and be able to walk it, see it, feel it, see what's going on. But I want to talk a little bit more about the building side of it. What we want to ensure that we're building just such a premium home. For example, on the subfloor, we use the Advantatech True 1 1/8 rather than 3/4 inch subfloor that you might see in a standard home. That 1 1/8 allows it to be just much more sturdy underfoot and allow for a structure that itself is just overbuilt. As for your stud walls, all of our stud walls, our exterior walls, are all 2 by 6 walls. This allows us to have better insulating capacities, better rigidity of the home. It's just a further nod towards us trying to be sure that we're building a premium product and something that's going to be sustainable, as well as a great quality home for the future buyers.
For sure. And so as a homeowner that may not know about some of the ins and outs of construction that you said, what does all of that mean for the homeowner?
Sure thing. In short, it's a better home, more sustainable, lower energy cost, something that an owner can just generally be happier with, knowing that corners weren't cut, or that instead of, you know, a 3/4 inch subfloor, we used an 1 1/8, which is more than 50% thicker subfloor, which allows that whenever you're walking, you don't get that weird like hollow feel like you're in an elevated subfloor. It's just taking into consideration those extra thought processes that otherwise might not be thought about.
No, definitely. And you know, as we show you kind of the footage of the B-roll, you'll see just how massive and how wide this house is. 11 Tealway presented a very unique opportunity for us, so we're able to have such a long first floor. And it's almost shaped, you know, as a baseball field or a slice of a pizza, in the sense of it's so wide in the front and then kind of angles into this beautiful backdrop. Again, we keep using the word treehouse because it really truly feels like that. And to find that in River Oaks is just something that you've never seen before.
Getting up here, I remember my first thought right when I walked and saw a subfloor finish, like, man, it feels so much larger. I think this is going to be the ultimate entertaining house.
100%.
It also offers the primary on the first floor while still just having this grand extent to where anybody would love to have a party here.
Exactly. And hopefully when we finish up, we'll get a party going and have a nice entertainment wing. And that's kind of the unique part about the house, is everything is set up not only to feel for the entertaining, the singular bachelor, but also the family And we have some amazing features. You know, some of them consist of 2 massive walk-in closets for the primary. You have a laundry room right off of there. You also have that first floor master, which is just extremely rare in this market. Just with the makeup of lots in River Oaks, 9 out of 10 houses are going to have that first floor with only a secondary bedroom, but not the primary bedroom.
Yeah, so talking more about some of the structure features of this property, we've got over 60 piers on our concrete side, the biggest of which are over 4 foot in diameter and go 16 foot down. Above that, the steel is just, it's phenomenal. We've got over 20 steel beams supporting our subfloor, and within that, we dropped in 24-inch trusses, which, to put it into scale, a typical truss you'll usually see is about 16 inches. We are 24 inches, which all had to be custom ordered by Trussworks. They're, in my opinion, one of the best truss companies around.
100%.
Their accuracy. Every truss has an exact spot meant for it. So they're all cut, they're all engineered, they're all fabricated for size for that spot. And again, being that 24-inch depth is just way over the top. It's just making sure that we're building an extreme home, in my opinion, something that is an engineering feat.
100%. And that comparison that we keep getting, you know, they keep saying, are you building a high rise? Are you building a stadium? We keep saying that because the steel work and all of the piers that we have and the depths and the trusses, I mean, everything is just so well engineered. You know, again, that over-engineered theme, we don't believe in that. We believe in building a really good quality house